the Skull Clown. If you're new here, don't forget to like this button, and obviously if you love the video, subscribe. And join me on Facebook, Giovanni Velasquez, and on Twitter at @SkullKlown. Can't find the link will be in the description box, and also go to my SoundCloud. I just want to talk about Halloween. I have made so many videos about Halloween. Why do we like Halloween so much? Not the Obviously, I'm not talking about the day, the holiday or anything. I'm talking about the movie. Why do we love Halloween so much? Why do we love John Carpenter's Halloween? Now, before I get started with all of that, are there bad stuff in this whole franchise? Of course it is. It's fucking stupid. Some of the stuff that they make up for fucking Michael Myers is fucking ridiculous. It pisses me off, and it's fucking bullshit. Anyways, I just want to let out why people like it, and then I will get into a tad bit of why people dislike it. But why do people like it? Simple. It is one of the best horror movies ever made. It is a classic in the horror genre, and literally everyone that's a horror movie fan has either, I'm not gonna say what my first horror movie. I was young. I don't know if it was Carrie or Chucky, Child's Play. I don't know what it was that got me into horror movies, but I just got into it just because my family watched it. But Child's Play was mostly my first my horror movie ever made. Actually, my first horror movie I ever saw. But anyways, moving on from that, the reason I talked about that is because a lot of people that are fans of Halloween, that's their first movie that they ever saw. Not me. Chucky was the first, but not Halloween. That doesn't mean I hate Michael Myers was the second person I got introduced to, and I can see why everyone loves him. Of course, I fucking love that character. Michael Myers, the mythos of him is great, but they changed some stuff that people might not like. Like I said, I will get to it in a minute, but let's talk about why people like it. The reason people like it is because of the story. Obviously, the first story of Halloween was great. It's just a guy trying to kill his babysitter that no one doesn't know why, And that's why the first Halloween movie is great. It's one of the best horror movies out there, and it's something that obviously no one can never, if someone tried to do, not a Halloween movie, but like trying to bring back the horror genre, basically like to put a fuck yeah to the horror genre again, To tell you the truth, in my opinion, if they do try to, like, if someone, like, out of nowhere tries to bring a horror genre back and it's a good movie and people don't accept it, does that mean that we don't want to see new, fresh ideas, even though we want to? But when sometimes when a new movie comes along and it's a horror movie and it's good and it does decent, we don't appreciate it. We appreciate more of the original, stuff. Mainly because okay, random movie. They make a movie, a horror movie. Doesn't matter how much it is or anything like that. It doesn't matter how much they make it. It's successful and all that. People don't watch it mainly because it's just throwing shit out there. No one will watch it mainly because they did the same. It does the same stuff as horrors and all that. It happens and people seen it 1,000 times. Nothing new, nothing fresh. People don't talk shit about it, but they'd be like, it's a one-time thing. You won't remember it. A lot of things like that. And the reason I'm talking about that and not a lot about Halloween is because it goes to that basically, like, especially with the other sequels with Halloween. It's like, yeah, that one was good, but the first one was better. Because that does, believe it or not, kind of not have like big horror movie fans, kind of how should I say this? Um, damn, I don't know how to say it, but it's horror movies. Obviously, have been around for a long time. They're not going to die anytime soon. Um, but obviously, they never make big money, which is a damn shame. I talked about that before, but moving on. But the reason everyone loves Halloween so much is because the the stuff, the writing. The first Halloween movie was great. Okay, the second Halloween movie, best sequel to movie ever. That's the only. That's the. I reviewed it. Haven't checked my reviews? Go ahead. I'm not gonna put it in no description box. It's in this channel. Just find it. It is there. It will be in front of your face. You won't lose. Literally, if you try to find my review, my two reviews of Halloween 2 and 1, the originals, don't worry. You can find it here. It's not easy. But anyways, with Halloween, it a lot of people love this franchise. I do too. I enjoy this franchise. Some people love it from the original all the way to the Rob Zombie sequel remake. Other people like number 1, number 2, H2O. Then some people like the number 1, and then 2. And then some people like number 1. And then some people like number 1, then number 4, and then number 6. There's different people out there that like mixtures of the Halloween franchise because they're trying to because everyone knows who Michael Myers is. Everyone knows who Michael Myers is. There's a book about Halloween, I believe. I think the Myers fan has done a review about that book. Basically basically the book, I haven't bought it yet, but basically the book is not similar to Rob Zombie's Halloween, not similar. But when you read it, it's like, oh, you can see why this happened and this happened and all that. But and the thing is, in the I always say the book is way better than the movie, obviously. But if you take the Halloween book and make a movie out of it, I think it will actually be a really, really good movie because if you listen to obviously the Myers fan, him talking about the book, it does so many different things that I wish that they did put in the remake. Actually, the original, fine. You don't. Hey, the original is the original, but if you're gonna remake it, at least try to make it like the book. If you knew, if someone knew that there was a Halloween book out there, like a graphic novel, literally written by John Carpenter, and well, it wasn't really written of John Carpenter basically, but okay, the book is basically he has his own. The guy that made the book, he made his own little story, but he made it tied in to the John Carpenter. So you read half of Michael's life, and then the rest is like, oh okay, all of this. So basically, Michael's life, and then the book once he hits his adulthood, that's already John Carpenter's Halloween, all of that. A lot of people do want, like I said, this is yes, mostly why people like Halloween, but this is also more than just me talking about why people like Halloween. This is me talking about, going beyond, because that's why I do my videos. I talk about one thing, I go beyond what I'm supposed to talk about, but it all connects into this one little major title, basically. But I always get too deep into horror movies, to tell you the truth. But it's good to get deep into it. I mean, you don't take it seriously, which I really don't. I mean, horror movies are for fun. To me, they're always for fun. And if anyone thinks that it's a downfall of society or something like that, you need to wake the fuck up and shut the fuck up. Because it's like, that's another discussion for another day. It's just really bullshit. But moving on. With the Halloween book, the graphic novel, it's not. I'm not saying it's similar to the Rob Zombie. No, it's not. It's way, 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 way different. But the reason I can see why some people might say it's similar is because of what Michael was going through in the movie and also in the book. Um, I mean, in the book, he tells his mother that he hears voices in his head. The mom doesn't do anything. That wasn't in the Rob Zombie remake, and it definitely wasn't in the original. But and it's like, huh, okay. And and I could be wrong about this, but I know I was right about the other one about him telling his mother that he heard voices in his head, and she didn't do anything. She didn't even take him to a therapist, and she just thought that he was just being a kid. Whatever. If my kid told me that I hear voices in my head, I would take him straight to the fucking doctor or some shit. Just saying, literally, if your child tells you I hear voices in his head or her head, once you question it, I don't know. You know, most people would be like, "Well, that's just white people." I would think white people would be like, "Hey, no, okay, let's see a therapist or some shit, psychiatrist." I mean, a lot of people, obviously, a lot of people. I'll probably, obviously, I do have white people that subscribe to me. I'm not making fun of them or anything like that. I'm not racist. No, no, no. It's just that when it comes to horror movies, and even white people admit it, they make them stupid as fuck, and they kill the African Americans. I never got that in horror movies, to tell you the truth. Never, never, never. And always my friend always jokes around, ha, he's black. He's gonna die at the end of the movie. Or in the middle of the movie, or in the beginning. And he or she does. Why does that happen in horror? It's just a little too, maybe it's a thing that horror movies have done a couple of times, but they never done that way back in the day in Frankenstein and Wolfman. No, 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 they never did that. I mean, if they did, there'd probably be a lot of controversy from that. Who knows? Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. You know, I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing my opinion out there. But with the Halloween and the thing, and a lot of people love the people that I heard that the people that got the graphic novel of Halloween says it is better than the original. But the thing is, even though the people that say it's better than the original, I'll be like, well, you might say it's better than the original, but it's the same thing of the original. It's the exactly same thing, word by word of it, that I think. But but the thing is, it's the reason I said that is because I heard that the guy that made the graphic novel, he did some stuff of some he did different stuff of Micah being younger when he killed his sister, then went to the asylum, then after that it became, you know, the older Michael Myers, and then it starts, you know, that's once the older Michael Myers hits, that's when the John Carpenter movie starts, basically. You know, from him killing his sister, which the movie basically does start, but it skips a lot. You know, once he kills his sister in the original movie, in the original John Carpenter movie, shows him kill his sister, and then the credits come, you know, the intro and all that. Fucking awesome. Classic. That's always going to be a classic theme. If you play that theme anywhere around the world, they'll be like, that's Michael Myers. I think. Anywhere around the world, probably. But that's just an iconic theme, you know. People have it on their cell phones. People have it as ringtone. You know, it's just iconic, you know. And some obviously I'm not gonna talk about any video games, you know, but like a reference, basically like some people have the Legend of Zelda theme as a ringtone or a Mario theme, you know, whatever. Moving on, but with the whole aspect with the book and the movie is quite different. But if you haven't checked the book out, go check it out. I found one in Amazon. I haven't bought it yet, but here's a story. I found the book in Amazon, and it was what the fuck price, for a book. For a book! They lowered it down, but even though it's still a what the fuck book. It's not even hardcover, it's paper. It's all paper. But what the fuck? Someone was asking for I don't know, some stupid people from Amazon asking for like at least more than $1,000 for the fucking book. And I'm like, oh, are you shitting me? It's like Earthbound. The game comes with the box and everything. Well, oh, probably not, but it comes with the box and the game. And these people are asking for like $5,000 for it or more. I'm like, are you kidding? No one's not gonna buy a $5,000 game. But that's a different story for another day. And fuck with the price of you know what? That I'm getting way too ahead of myself. We're here. Moving on with the Halloween. Alright, Halloween 1 is a classic. Halloween 2, a classic. Halloween 3, people shit it to hell just because Michael Myers is not in it. Then all of a sudden people start liking it. It's a good Halloween movie. Halloween 4, great. They brought Michael back. Halloween 5, people got mixed emotions about it. Some people hate it. Some people thought it was okay. Some people... I never met no one that liked this movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't like it. I enjoyed it. Do I have problems with Halloween 5? Fuck yeah! But Halloween, a lot of people hate the Halloween 5 mask. They hate it to hell. And if anyone does not know this, I'll tell you this. I always had nightmares of that mask in my fucking dreams. I always had that nightmare from that Michael Myers. Why? Because I watched Halloween 5 so much instead of Halloween 4. I watched Halloween 4 a couple of times, yeah, of course. But I never watched so much Halloween 5 in my life. And the mask scarred me, and it scarred in my brain, and it became one of the creepiest, disturbed fucking masks I ever saw in my whole life. And people talk so much shit about that mask, and I can never understand it. Every time I look at that mask, all I see is it's just fucking creepy as fuck. And most people might be like, you're stupid. That mask is not creepy. The more I got older, the more I'm like, hey, it's true. Every time when I see that mask, all I know is that I'm gonna get a nightmare. I'm gonna have a nightmare. Just because of that mask. I'm not scared of the mask. It's just that, when you're little, your nightmares come back. I mean, when you're older, your nightmares, when you were younger, come back. It's crazy. But Halloween 6, a lot of people like it. Some people don't. The mask. I mean, to tell you the truth, I like Halloween 6. It's not a bad Halloween movie. It's not terrible. I mean, it could be better, yeah. The whole Thorn thing, why? Like, why? Did anyone wanted that? No. No one did not want to know why Michael Myers kills. Here's one. He kills because he likes to. Fucking idiots. He kills just because he kills. Most people be like, that doesn't make any sense. There's more to it. I don't want to get into it. Just me rattling right now. But, oh, guys. Oh, guys, erection. Guys, a fucking goddamn erection. Holy fucking shit. Okay, let me talk about H2O real quick. H2O. Fuck the mask. Fuck that mask. H2O. I didn't have a problem with it. Some people had problems with it. I didn't have no problem with it, to say the truth. But except for the mask, that's the only thing I had with the mask. Resurrection. I don't have to talk about this because I have answered and I have done a video about it and I have broken the damn box. I proved it plenty of times already. And there's a video to prove it even more. When I said, fuck this movie, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck this movie, and I break it with my damn fucking fist, and it broke except for the CD. But you can check that out. It's my Halloween Resurrection review, big fucking rant. Go look at it if you hate this movie. You might enjoy it. Resurrection is not my favorite Halloween movie. No, no, no. As a kid, of course, when you're a kid, you're scared, right? There you go. I was scared at it. That's the thing. I was scared at Resurrection, but I was never scared at Halloween 4 and 5. But I was scared at the Halloween 5 mask. What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't get. Okay, I love Halloween 4. I love Halloween 1, 2. People hate Halloween 5. Some people like Halloween 5. I thought it was okay. The mask scarred me for life, I guess. And Resurrection hated it. But the mask from Resurrection is actually good. I think that mask is a Michael Myers mask. No one doesn't really complain about the Resurrection mask. I have no complaints about it. I think no one else doesn't have no complaints about it. I think at least majority of people might say it's a good-looking mask. It's not a great-looking mask. It's a good-looking mask. It looks like Michael Myers, and that's all we wanted, basically. We don't want it to look like a fucking just blank pale face, which it is, but in a way that it's not smoothed out. Like, it doesn't have features, you know? Just a blank pale face like this. Just blank, all white with eyes. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's not scary. You know, just put lips on it. Put ears. Put a hair. Put a dark, emotionless face. You know, the devil's eyes. The devil's eyes. That's all I can say about that. But, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Anyways, that's like a great classic right there for any. If I said that to any horror buff, they'd be like, Halloween. That's just classic. Donald Pleasance steals that role as Dr. Loomis, and hands down, he will be missed, and hands down, no one would never replace him. Never. Halloween. Rob Zombie remake. I actually enjoyed this remake. A lot of people didn't. For some of them hate it for stupid reasons. Some of them hate it for the right reasons. I enjoyed it. Is it the best Halloween movie ever? No. Is it the best remake of all time? No. As a if as a standalone Halloween movie, it's alright. It's not like, yeah, let's watch it again. It's alright, you know. It's not like the first Halloween movie. The first Halloween movie, I think anyone can say, can we watch it again? You know, if the Rob Zombie one, you might get at least 15 people that might say, let's watch it. And I might be one of those people that's like, yeah, put it again if you want. But, I mean, come on, it's like comparing to gold to shit. Which one do you want? You want the gold or the shit? You know, the shit might look good, but at the end of the day, it's still shit. But, you know, I like all the Halloween movies. It's just, except for fucking Resurrection. That's the only thing I have great with the whole series is Resurrection. That fucking movie. And obviously, it was originally supposed to be a lost found footage movie. And in my big rant, I said, yeah, because we never had a bunch of that. It's fucking true. Ever since that movie came out, we've been, well, no. Ever since, what's that movie called? The Blair's Witch Project. I hope I pronounced that right. The Blair Witch Project. Ever since that movie came out, we've been having fucking goddamn found footage movies, and some of them are good. Oh yeah, the first Paranormal Activity movie, great. The second one, great. Third one, what the fuck? Fourth one, never saw it. Um, I mean, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Paranormal Activity movies. Don't love them. I love the first one and the second one, but the third one, it's skippable. Fourth one, skippable. The other one, what was the point of it? The fifth one that's coming, stop. Stop. That's my little rant on Paranormal Activity. You should have stopped at number 3, in my opinion. That's just me. No, because number 3 actually conclude everything. So I was just like, great, game over. This is it. But no, here's a little side story, and also here's a sequel to the third one. But we don't know these characters. What the fuck? But that's just me with Paranormal Activity. But with Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Let's talk about that one because that's the main event now. And I can see why people hate this movie. I can see why people like it. I cannot see why people love it. If anyone loves this movie, what did you take before you saw it? Just saying, because Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I admit it's not the. I do admit it's not. It's just not. It's just not. It's not what we suspect as a Halloween movie. Do I have complaints about Halloween 2? Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Yes, of course. But if I say those, we'd be here all day. But I am going to mention at least 2. One with Dr. Loomis. What the fuck? You killed a character that when tell you the truth, I didn't like the whole Dr. Loomis being a dick thing, you know. It could have worked. It could have worked. It could have. Me being a dick of myself, being an asshole, it could have worked. If you made it a little bit, if you made it at least somewhat funny, if you made it one time funny, that's fine. But you kept nailing to the head to people that this guy does not give a fuck, basically, you know. And then when Michael killed him, my dead silence should just said it all. How that I felt about the Dr. Loomis character in Halloween 2 of Rob Zombie's film. Dead silence. That's how I feel about it. Literally, I can watch a bathroom and flush the fucking toilet. That's how much I fucking think about that character in Halloween 2. Of Rob Zombie's version. But the other one is with the horse. You know, right next with Michael Myers crying in Halloween 5, it is the most weird things that Hollywood and any director has ever actually put out there. A lot of people might say Rob Zombie's movies look like music videos. I have to agree with that. They kind of do. But most people might be like, oh, that's you know. I'm not saying I'm a Rob Zombie's fan. I have listened to a couple of musics of him. You know, like Living Dead Girl. If you have never listened to that song, what's wrong with you? It's a good song, and it's a great soundtrack for Bride of Chucky. You know, that's a great soundtrack for Bride of Chucky right there. But moving on, when I did heard that Rob was making this, I was actually excited. I was like, all right, a remake of one of my favorite horror movies of all time. All right, I hope it's good. You know, I always have these movie things. You know, obviously some people might hate it, some people might like it. If I watch a Halloween movie and some people hate it, okay, There's a okay. If okay, you know what? Let me leave this question out for you guys. What is better, Halloween 2 of Rob Zombie or Texas Chainsaw 3D? You have to pick one. That's what that is something that many people might discuss in the comment section, and I hope they do. What is better, Chainsaw Massacre 3D or Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie? God help us all. Even though this is really just ranting. I mean, well, not ranting, mostly just gibberish. But I just love talking about horror movies so much. I can talk about this all day. And the thing is, this is already 30 minutes and it's almost 40. I mean, it's getting to 40. It's almost 41 minutes now. But I enjoy horror movies. That's why I love doing these videos. And with Halloween, it is not just a franchise. People love this franchise because it's hard to explain why people love this franchise. It's hard to say why people love horror movies. To me, in my opinion, for me, it's hard to say because once you look at a good horror movie, there's nothing else to say. Nothing. You could say, yeah, it's good, it's great, it's awesome, it's the greatest horror movie of all time. You could say that. But really, everyone else is going to say that. And what's a good, like the first Halloween movie, like, for example, like I said, an example of Halloween, if it's great and beyond anyone that is even suspected to be, and more, and it became one of the biggest grossing horror movie films of all time, and it just shows how many people love this franchise, and shows how many. And like I say, I cannot explain how much people love horror movies. I can't explain that. I'm not everybody. I'm just one person. I can say how much people. I can just think out of my mind. Oh, how many people will love it? I'll be like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, people love this. You know, people love that. I could say that, but I'd be bullshitting to some people because to some people, when they see good, other people might see as shit. You know, I won't be surprised if anyone out there hates the first Halloween movie. I won't be surprised. You know, I might question and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" But some people might say, "Oh, it's just, it's not a horror movie." It's kind of like what that guy said about ABC's of Death being, it's not a horror movie. It's just, gore porn and everything like that. And you know what? You know what I have to say to that? It's true. Yeah, ABC's of Death is a gore porn shit with kind of mixed with. The guy said it's not horror. It's mostly just porn, gore, graphic shit. Sorry, I love that. and most people might be like, but I'll talk about ABC's of Death another time. Might do a next video about it after this. But anyways, that's to close off here. Halloween is one of the best series of all time. Well, I said best series. Best series of all time. Bullshit. Halloween. I would name you my favorite Halloween. The ones that fans should appreciate and look more to. Halloween 1. Halloween 2. Halloween 3, just because it does not have Michael Myers in it. Yes, I'm including Halloween 3 as a good movie because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. You might say that's bad. If you watch the movie, you might actually like it. I actually really, really enjoyed it. And for a spin-off that was trying to do something different, was actually really, really good. It didn't make money, but over the years, it became really, really something, you know. Halloween fans loved it, you know. Um, Halloween 4, obviously, I had to put Halloween 4 there. Halloween 6, and I would have to say at least Rob Zombie's, the first Rob Zombie Halloween movie. And most people might disagree with me on that. Go right ahead. I don't mind. Those are just the ones that I'll say, hey, to the fans. Hey, if you want at least a decent or a good amount of a good franchise of Halloween, if you want to get the basics down, if you don't want no crappy shit or anything like that, and yes, you might have some crappy shit in some of these movies that I mentioned, but you do have to look at a different side of it, saying that yeah, it has some. Every movie has some goofy moments. No movie is perfect. No movie is perfect. If anyone says that that's not true, you're bullshitting yourselves. No movie is not perfect. The Avengers, not perfect. Good movie, great movie, but not perfect. There can never be a perfect movie. There can never be a perfect game. There can only be a great or good, but they can never be perfect. Never. Never, never. Most people might be like, why do you say that? Because it's true. It is true. There is never a perfect game. There's never a perfect movie. There's always a great, good, or bad, or god fucking awful video games or movies. Never perfect. If anyone just say it's perfect, it's because they love it so much. And yeah, I have said a couple of things like Scott Pilgrim. I fucking praise that movie as one of my favorites. I think it's fucking perfect. I kiss the fucking floor that it walks on. but um, but in all seriousness, Scott Pilgrim was great. I love the comic books. The comic books are better than the movie, but I love the movie. I love the video game. Most people might like it. That's fine. People have different tastes. But with the like I said, I'm going to close this right away. Halloween is not a laughable franchise. Many directors, many writers tried to expand on Michael Myers, see what they can do with him. It's either if it's for better or for worse. Michael Myers is always going to be in our thoughts and always will be that creepy kid in wearing a clown mask sneaking up to his sister after she just had sex with her boyfriend. We will always have that kid inside of us just because we love Halloween so much. And by that, I say, see you guys. Enjoy any Halloween movie you like. It doesn't even have to be a Halloween movie. It could be any Halloween movie that it's on Halloween. Except for Saw. Fuck that. but but like I said, Halloween is great. And yes, it's kind of fucked up that we don't have Halloween 9. And they said they're going to make it Halloween 3 remake. Stop shitting yourselves. You know, either have a script by next year or don't make it at all. It's true. Almost 10 years. No, we are in 10 years basically. We haven't seen Micah about 10 years. 9 or 10. And for kind of long, we haven't seen Death himself. We haven't seen the shape in over 10 years, a decade. And you mean to tell me they're making a sequel to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Alright. Just, you know the outcome of this. But anyways, Michael Myers is awesome. He is the king of horror. Who's the Godfather? Leatherface. No, 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 no. Leatherface is the king. No, no, no. Leatherface is the Godfather of horror. Michael is the king of horror. That's all I have to say. Mike, Jason Voorhees, Freddy, Chucky. I don't know what to put them in. I could say Chucky is the king of voodoo. I could say that. I could say Freddy is the king of nightmares. I could say Jason is the king of Friday the 13th. But anyways, I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, comment, rate, and subscribe. And tell me what you guys think on your thoughts on this video. And also on the topic that I was saying, what is better, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or Texas Chainsaw 3D? That's how I'm ending it. Bye.